Hello everyone. So I would like to introduce myself. Sorry for the delay. I saw most of you already wrote and then post your videos. So I would like to introduce myself. I am Shubarna Ahmed. I'm coming from Forest Resources Management Department from the Faculty of Forestry. So I am a lecturer. I joined as a lecturer last year. It's a little bit more than a year. So I have been teaching from my PhD program courses in Forest Resources Management Department, and I did my undergrad in statistics. Then I started doing PhD in forest biometrics, and then while I was doing my master's program in Bangladesh, then I used to teach in 2 universities, and then I moved here in Canada in UBC. I was teaching, and I was doing my PhD in forest biometrics. Then from last year, finally I joined as a faculty in Forest Resource Management Department. So I was teaching actually distance learning course. I'm actually showing you the page in here so that you can get some idea what type of course I'm teaching. It's a stat course for forestry student. Actually many other students take this course, not just in Canada, from anywhere in the world they can take this course in UBC. So it's a distance education course, so there is no lecture time, but I actually help them using Collaborate Ultra and then talk to them. I also teach another course, and that's the course I'm basically interested about, how I can move everything online, because last term sometime in mid-May we all moved to online, and then that was so difficult. But then again I found that it's easier in a sense that the course I have been teaching, I can show you just moving that course for teaching from this July, and today I started teaching Forestry 231, the distant education course. That's why I couldn't make this video earlier. So for the course I am really interested, so that's actually I'm teaching this in class, and now I'm moving to online totally from this July, because I've been teaching this course 3 times a year. Now I will be teaching this course 4 times a year. So in that course I teach in class, but at first it was so difficult to move everything online. I moved everything online, but I feel like I need to change the syllabus. I need to introduce more open sources, because in that course I introduced them many softwares and how they can do some analysis using those softwares. Those are actually industry standard softwares. In their jobs and in other courses in their professional life, they can use those softwares. So I found it, the students in the evaluation, they are really appreciating it after I moved online, the way I taught them. So I basically used many videos. I can show you the videos I was creating. They will see that, let's say from here. Oops, sorry. So for each question I added many questions over there, and how they can actually write programs in open source like R and in R Markdown and solve some problems. So I created videos for each component in that assignment, and then I walk them through all these components and show them video, also talk to them, and then actually do the exercise with them. And anytime they can look at the video before or after. Also when I'm showing them, they can actually see it if they miss the session after, but they have to submit within a deadline. But this time I was thinking I will increase the deadline. Maybe let's say I will give them more time, since they are working from home and I'm not not helping them in the lab session, but they can drop by in my office or in the Collaborate Ultra. So this is the course I'm basically interested about, like the lectures I had previously, basically for in-class teaching, and now I am moving to how, like I'm thinking how I can convert all materials for teaching online. For example, let's say they are working on making maps, so how I can show them using the industry standard software, but there are some open sources that I'm thinking of using them, because students are using many different systems, because we basically teach in the lab session in UBC. Classes are using the Windows system, but students are these days using Mac based system, so that's difficult because UBC is not supporting Mac based system. All they have to do is they have to install Windows first, then they can use the those softwares to install those softwares. So that is so difficult. So let's see whether I can move totally online and use all those open sources. So how I can engage students more in online platform, that's the one I'm basically interested to learn. And most of my learning tools are synchronous, not asynchronous. So what sort of materials I should provide students ahead of time so they can get prepared. But then again, I also think about they have other courses they're taking, so whether they would get time to see all those items ahead of time, then join the lecture time and do all those assignments, exercise with me. So this is where I am working at. Thank you all.